Start recording now. And how's it going, everybody? Yeah, welcome to episode number trace of the Spoonful. Yeah, thank you so much. So, what is going on? Let's see who's in here. Steric, Let Me Kill Tom, Bryson. What's going on, people? How's it going? Ooh, I just danced there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Welcome. Also, if my microphone has like a slight buzzing, it's because I really couldn't get it to work with the program that gets rid of the buzzing. I'm not sure why, but it just didn't work. So yeah, that is why there's maybe a slight buzz. I don't know if you guys will notice, but yeah, welcome. So let's get into this. I feel like there was something I was gonna say, and I don't remember what it was. I have been a little bit sick, guys, so sorry about that. If you notice, I am feeling a bit better. And what's going on, Steric? How's it going? So episode number 3. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. In the title of the stream, guys, there is a Google Docs, Google Forms link. And you guys, wow, what is going on? I just had some Red Bull right here, and apparently I haven't had it in a while, so I guess it's messing up some stuff, but we'll just roll with that. And anyway, there's a link in the title. If you guys don't see it, you can hover over the title and it will show more of it. And you guys can submit topics, so when we do the viewer topics thing, I can just look at a whole list of topics you guys have submitted and just go down right there instead of kind of waiting for you guys in chat because there's the whole stream delay. So feel free to submit some topics up in the link below. You can just click the link, you just type in a topic, click submit, and then it'll go right to me, and I'll see the topic when it's that time. So let's get into the Spoonful. Recent gaming. Let's talk about what I've been playing. You guys know I've been playing some H1Z1. Been having some awesome times on that game. It's hilarious. And we'll be talking about H1Z1 actually later in this stream here. But yeah, I've been playing some H1Z1, playing some Hearthstone, but having a lot of fun with Hearthstone. It's basically the same old for what I've been playing. I didn't pick up Evolve. We'll talk about it later in the stream, though, about Evolve. I have been thinking that maybe I should try to torrent it, but I've never torrented like a game like that before, so I don't know if I don't want to get my Steam account banned or something of that nature, but I've been thinking about it, and I've been trying to look up, research a bit on how to do it properly, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not... You know, I've stolen some software, I'll admit it, but I've never really stolen games. I don't know. Games on PC, I should say. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically what I've been playing. Just H1Z1, Hearthstone, you know, same old, same old. What's going on, Stephanie? How's it going? And yeah, really haven't been mixing it up too much. But yeah, let's go right into the first topic here, which actually has to do with H1Z1. And if you guys aren't aware, H1Z1, let me just change the topic here. Today, what's up, Rambo? It's all good. We started a bit late today as well. We started 5 minutes ago, so, excuse me, but H1Z1 was actually DDoS today. Now, if you don't know what DDoS is, I don't really have a very strong kind of, I don't want to say understanding, but I don't have a very strong like technical view of how DDoSing works. All I know is that, what's going on, K-More? How's it going? All I know is that basically if I'm on a computer right now and I wanted to DDoS somebody, I send them like a bunch of packets, it's called, to their like internet until it crashes, or to their computer or whatever until it crashes. So that's what they did with the servers, I guess, for H1Z1, and they were down for a good while today. I want to say they were down up until about 2 or 3 hours ago. and they started to get back up. I haven't played yet. I'll be playing later tonight, though. Actually, with me and my buddies, I'll be streaming that, so that should be fun. But yeah, they got DDoSed, which sucks. But I guess they bounced back from it. Bounced back. Stephanie says a DDoS is a form of an electronic attack involving multiple computers which sends repeated HTTP requests. I sound like an idiot saying this, or pings to a server to load it down and render it. Okay, so basically, yeah, it's basically the same kind of thing. But also, if anyone's new tuning into the stream right now, there is a link in the title of the stream. You guys can click that link, and you can submit topics so that when I get to the viewer topic part of the show, I can just look at a whole list of topics that you guys have been submitting throughout the stream. So it's pretty cool. Definitely go do that. You can submit multiple topics if you like, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, H1Z1 got DDoS, and also we have some other news about H1Z1 now. I don't really have a bunch to say about the DDoS. It does suck, but at least they kind of bounced back from it. I haven't played it since post DDoS, but I'm assuming that it's okay. I've been on the subreddit and no one's been freaking out that, oh, you guys said you fixed the DDoS and you didn't, or whatever. So I think it's okay, but we'll see. But we'll also talk about H1Z1 layoffs, and if you guys don't know, I'm not really sure. I think Daybreaker is the company. I could be completely wrong, but I think Daybreaker is the company that makes or is in charge or something of H1Z1. Anyway, regardless, H1Z1 employees who were what's up, Living Slam? How's it going? H1Z1 employees were laid off, like people who worked, not H1Z1 employees, but the company that makes H1Z1, so people who worked on like PlanetSide 2 and other games that they've made, they got laid off, and apparently it sucks, and, well, obviously it sucks, but apparently a bunch of people got laid off, and actually one of the creators, I believe, or someone who works for the DayZ company, which is Bohemia Interactive, I believe, they actually tweeted out and said, if anyone who just got laid off wants to contact me, feel free. So it'd be really weird. It'd be really actually smart on DayZ's part. Like if the good people from H1Z1 left, got fired, and DayZ picked them up. So I don't really know. I wasn't really a huge fan of DayZ. I couldn't really get into it. I've been getting into H1Z1 though. I just really hope it doesn't tank because of this. Now they claim that it won't tank, but there was actually a hilarious thing on the subreddit for H1Z1, basically summing up how the company is right now. They made a post. Let's see where it is. They made a post. It's so funny. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on the screen if you guys don't mind. And it is hilarious. Like I could not stop laughing. So right here, actually we're not gonna, we'll just shrink it. Here we go. So right here, basically there's a message on the subreddit for H1Z1, and it's from the creators, and they're basically like, oh, don't worry, all the layoffs, everything's okay, it's alright. It's alright. So someone decided to comment, and it's a top comment right here, and now a message from Han Solo. And this is what it is. It is so funny. Here we go. Ready, guys?
Everything's perfectly alright now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Everything's perfectly alright.
That's basically how they are. What's up, Kelly Killers? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's basically, if you guys could have heard that, that's basically how the company sounds right now. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine up here. How are you? Oh, it made me laugh so much. So let's just get that off the screen there. But I forgot to play that video since we're talking about H1Z1. But yeah, apparently there were a lot of layoffs, which does suck. I just really hope H1Z1 doesn't take a toll because of this, and I really hope that DayZ doesn't get super, like, so much better than H1Z1 after this. Just because then I'll have to go try DayZ again, and then it'll probably be good, but not in ways where it will stop zombies from running through walls or things about that. But we'll see what happens. They claim everything's gonna be all right. Apparently, the new lighting system was implemented, so we'll see that later when I stream some H1Z1. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also scared at the same time. So that pretty much sums up the whole H1Z1 topic. Also, guys, remember you can click the link in the title and submit your own topics if you want to, and I'll talk about those a bit later. But now let's talk about a new topic, which is the game Evolve. Now, you guys have heard me talk about Evolve before. Really wasn't too crazy about the game. I played in the big alpha, which was fun, and the beta. The beta was much better than the big alpha. Obviously it should be. But let's actually skip. Do I have an Evolve video? No, I don't. Okay, it's all right. Apparently, I forgot to put an Evolve video in here. But regardless, Evolve is good, okay? It's fun. I didn't pick it up, though. I don't know if any of you guys did. Let me know if you picked up Evolve. Let me know how you're liking it in the chat. Let me know if you didn't pick up Evolve and for what reasons. Other than money, it could be a money issue, obviously. It really kind of is for me, too. I probably would have got it, but I don't want to pay $60 for a game that I don't think is fully finished, and I don't know. Got some games, Bears were going through the walls, yeah. So, yeah, Evolve, it's an interesting game. It's basically Left 4 Dead for next gen, but it just seems like it's almost barren. Like I'm gonna play the game for like a week, and then I'll be like, all right, I've been doing the same thing over and over. Sure, you give me some extra characters, give me a little skins, maybe a little different abilities, but I want some more, I don't want to just play this over and over, and I feel like it almost is going to fall into the same trap that Titanfall kind of fell into, where there's kind of all this hype behind it, even though I think Titanfall had a lot more hype than Evolve, and then it'll just kind of fizzle out, I mean, Titanfall is a fun game, but it just kind of fizzled out. I don't really know why. I'm assuming it's just because people kind of we're like, okay, we feel like we're doing the same thing over and over, and I feel like Evolve's going to fall into that trap as well. What's up, Destroyer? How's it going? Starrick says he didn't get it mainly because I don't have money, a console, and a really slow PC. Yeah, see, well, that makes sense as well. Rainbow says for Evolve, I just see it as a Giants tag game. So I mean, it's more than that, but it's also not that much more than that, I guess. If it's like Destiny, it'll be a letdown. I actually had a lot of fun with Destiny. I do see why people had an issue with it, but apples and oranges and such and whatever. I don't want to get into a whole Destiny conversation because I know there's a lot of people that thought it was a huge letdown. It didn't live up to the amazing expectations I had for it, although it didn't disappoint me like a lot. Of some things I wish were done better, some things were done amazingly. So it was fun. It's fun to play with friends. I'd have to say that. Playing alone kind of sucks. But I feel like if Destiny was kind of on a scale of what No Man's Sky is promising, I think it would be amazing. Although I don't know if that's entirely possible, but I'm excited for No Man's Sky. That's a different conversation, though. So yeah, Evolve. I just want to put my 2 cents into it, and we're going to talk about another game right now, which actually just had a reveal trailer, and I'll be playing right in the corner right here. And it seems interesting. I'm not sure if it's a game I'll pick up. If you guys want to see it, then I'll try to pick it up. I don't know how much it's going to be. I believe it's going to be on Steam. It's an indie game, and it's called Reflections, as you can see from the topic. Excuse me. So, Reflections. It seems like it's like a first-person Sims, but with more artistic feel to it. I'm watching the trailer right now as you guys are, and essentially you can do things that you do in everyday life, but I guess when you do certain things, it goes from black and white. The whole game is black and white, but when you do certain things, it'll change the color. As you can see right there, that picture frame changed to a color frame, and I'm not sure what exactly that signifies within the game, but it seems like a very interesting game. You know, it seems like an exploration kind of game, almost like a Gone Home type of feeling. And I love Gone Home. I never finished it, but it was a lot of fun when I was playing it. Shout out to all them pears. uh, but as you can see, like some of the things in here do have color to it. I'm not really sure what the game's about though. There's not a lot said about it, I guess, but it does seem like it has a decent amount of hype behind it for whatever reason. But it seemed interesting. It seems like things you can do in it are almost everyday things. But I'm very interested. I think it's very unique because of the whole kind of color scheme opportunity that it brings. Color scheme opportunity, is that the right phrase? No, color scheme aspect element of the game where everything is black and white, but if you do certain things it'll change the color, and I wonder what that means for the game. And I hope they utilize it in a way that seems meaningful to the player and not just like, oh, you did this task, this changed this color, like, but why is it changing that color, you know, or what can you do with this thing that you couldn't do prior when it wasn't that color, you know, something like that I think would be interesting. I feel like a ton of games recently have been letdowns, yeah, but there's also been some really great games that have come out, like spectacular games that that are unique and just a lot of fun. But yeah, a good number of companies seem like they're rushing games out, and right now it's, you know, people get upset at the developers. We're kind of just ranting off, but we tend to do that during this show. But yeah, you know, we tend to blame developers, but it's really our fault, to be honest. If we keep pre-ordering games, they're going to keep doing that. They're like, all right, we already got your money. Why should we finish the game? You know, even though that's not right, they should finish the game. And you know, you would think pre-ordering would be like, oh, we owe it to these people to finish this game. But maybe some developers do have that mindset, but it seems most have that mindset, but then they have a crooked version of that mindset where they're like, oh, we owe it to these people to finish this game with a season pass and 3 DLCs, so we actually squeeze $100 out of you out of six instead of 60. It's like, ah, come on, man, come on. Well, seeing this makes me think of a person with depression trying to see the world in a different way with color. Ooh, that's interesting, Kmore. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the whole story. I'm assuming that the title of it might fall into what you're trying to say, where it's reflections. So maybe you're looking at your past and things that maybe are clearer for you now than they were in the past will change color or something like that. But it does seem interesting, and I'm very interested in an exploration game. I just hope that they're not like, oh, $30. You know, I hope it's like $5. I'll be like, awesome. We did play that weird indie game a while ago on stream called The Way of Life, and it had 3 different parts of it. You were you know, an average age person, you were an old person, and then you were a very young person. And it was that game when you were the young person, you guys probably remember, it took me like 30 tries, and you had to jump up all these stairs with these flying dragons going back and forth, and there was color everywhere. It seems like it's that, almost that kind of art style game, sort of. But it does seem interesting, and that game was free, so I don't know, and that was an indie game. I don't know if this one will be free, but we'll see. The Way of Life was so sad. I know it was, but it was an interesting game. You know, it's not one of my favorites, but it was interesting and it was free. So, you know, we'll see. But it's on Steam Greenlight, so it's not currently available on Steam, or it could be on Steam, I guess, if enough people vote for it. But I guess I'll vote for it. I haven't yet. You guys totally should as well if it interests you. And I'll try to play it on Steam. But now we're going to change gears here, and we're going to talk about, just for a little bit, Ultimate Xbox game sales coming up. And if you didn't know, sorry, my girlfriend just texted me. I had to remind her that I'm doing the damn spoonful. Leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to talk about the Ultimate Xbox game sale. If you guys don't know, that is coming up. Spoons, move the chat on screen to the left a little bit. Recently, oh, hold on, I got it. See, sometimes the chat is just different. There There we go. All right, we're all good. It should fit everything in there now. Um, but Ultimate Xbox game sales coming up. If you guys didn't know, Major Nelson did talk about it, and let's just skip to the next thing right here. I'll pause that actually. Oh my God. My girlfriend, oh, she's like, oh, I get it. You hate me. But she's just kidding. Um, but anyway, so Ultimate Xbox Game Sale, if you guys have been looking to get some cool games, this is just basically like a public service announcement. Definitely check out the Ultimate Xbox Game Sale coming out within a few days, I believe. Major Nelson knows that it's coming. He doesn't know what's going to be for sale, but um, um, he knows there will be a sale, so definitely pick up some cool games. And yeah, we'll be talking about Gears of War more. Don't worry. But yeah, so definitely check out the Ultimate Xbox Game Sale. They usually have awesome deals for games. It's almost like Steam sale kind of things. I think Master Chief Collection, if you have Xbox Gold, is like 60% off. Like, that's pretty cool. So definitely pick up some games if you're looking forward to certain ones, or you were thinking about getting games and you're kind of on the fence. Definitely try to pick it up during the Xbox Game Sale. You know, it's good to support Microsoft, and of course it's good to support Sony too. I'm not a fanboy, don't worry. And yeah, so Live and Slam says, I exclusively play games I know are going to be good. Smash Bros, Blizzard games, no letdown. Well, what about Diablo 3 for PC? That was a big letdown, wasn't it? But so yeah, yeah, but those exactly, Live and Slam. There's safe games. There are safe games out there. But definitely check out the Xbox Ultimate Game Sale coming up soon. Let's change topics. We're going to talk about Gears of War 4 ideas. Now, this was suggested by Bless Gear. Gear, you guys probably know Gear 32B. He watches the stream. He suggested this on Twitter as a topic, so I'll talk about it. And the video that I'm actually going to be playing is my buddy Rorschach. You guys should definitely go check him out. Definitely go throw him a subscription. He's been having some really great videos lately, and I will get his link right now. Why is this not working? There we go. Definitely go subscribe to my buddy Rorschach. That's his link right there. And he's been having some really great videos. Of course, there's Gears of War videos there. Whoa. But yeah, he's been having some great videos. Definitely, I'm just watching him now. It's muted for me, but it makes me laugh. But yeah, definitely go check him out. Throw him subscribe, and let's talk about Gears of War 4. So if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Gears of War fan. Love that game. One of my favorite games of all time. Gears of War 1 is tied with Ocarina of Time for my favorite game of all time. Gears of War 3 is a great game. Had a lot of good memories. Gears of War 2 as well. I've had a lot of good memories. Gears of War Judgment sucks, but I did have some good memories on that game, I'd have to say. Only a few, though. But, what are you guys talking about? Here's your top favorite series? Okay. But Gears of War 4. So let's see. Do we have any cool ideas? I do think that the playlist should be narrowed down. Gears of War 3 had way too many playlists, and it segregated the community, and this has been talked about over and over and over, but I just want to say it again in case for some reason someone from Black Tusk Studios is watching my stream right now or watching the recording that's on YouTube. You better bring the playlist number down, because if you have too many, there's going to be people who are like, oh, me and my 4 buddies are going to play in this playlist where no one else is in, and then those 5 people aren't playing with the rest of the community, and it just separates everything, and it's not good. It just leave it as not a lot of playlists. That would be great. But yeah, so Gears of War 4 ideas. I mean, I can't think of any cool gameplay mechanics that could be implemented. Kind of the meat shield blew my mind when that was announced for Gears of War 2, and I think it's been steady rolling since. You know, the mantle kicks had some issues, but I really haven't thought of any other cool mechanics that could be introduced into the game. The only thing that's on the top of my head, and it really has nothing to do with quality of gameplay, I guess you would call it, but it would be a Battlefield Hardline influenced, and that's those awesome kind of what are they called? Those awesome reload animations. I think Gears of War would be so it would be so cool if they had like Easter egg reload animations and shit like that. I think it would be awesome. I do think Gears of War needs to go back to the roots. I've said that a lot, and I probably should make a whole commentary series or just one commentary about what I think should be in the next Gears of War. Because if I really sat down for like an hour and I thought about it, I could have so many things that I want implemented into the next Gears of War. But yeah, let me know if you guys like Gears of War or anything. Dom is love, Dom is life, Dom is not life. If you've played Gears of War 3, Dom is not life, if you know what I mean. But K-More says, Gears Judgment sucked. Number one reason it was human on human versus no logos unless you played that one certain gameplay. Yeah, Overrun was fun, but it really didn't gather enough of the community, I guess, to keep the entire game alive. But yeah, human versus human did suck, mainly because when I play Gears of War games, I use my Astros. These are my Astros. I've used Turtle Beaches before. These are actually breaking. They're a few years old, and it's broken like right there. It like pops up now, which sucks. So these are probably going to go soon, and I really don't have the money to buy a new pair, so I'll try to hold these out as long as I can. But I use Astros, and I've used Turtle Beaches before. And so hearing is a huge part of how I play Gears of War. I can hear where an enemy is. If I'm on the COG and I'm playing Gears of War 3 and I hear like or something, something like that, that is a locust noise, and I know that. But when I'm playing Gears of War Judgment, everyone sounds the same. And they claim that, oh, we muted your team sounds, and if you hear a sound, you know it's the enemy. That's not true, because there have been times in the game, I guess it's a bug or something, but where you hear your teammate, and it's very confusing. And make it human versus locust, or human versus something not human, something like that. What's up, Chingon? How you doing? Rambo says, I think you should be able to change from third and first person. That is something I will strongly disagree with. Gears of War is one of the best third-person games, has one of the best cover systems of all gaming, and I think that making it first person, you wouldn't, like, if you had a cover system in first person, I don't really think it would work too well. It would be kind of odd. At least the Gears of War cover system, I don't really think it would work well, and it would almost kind of ruin what Gears of War is and what it's how it was built. It was built as a third-person shooter, and there's so many elements in the game that rely on it being third-person, such as a meat shield. Like if you had a meat shield, it would be kind of weird in first-person. It'd be very difficult, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't think they're going to be going that direction, but you never know. Maybe they'll have, you'll be able to play Horde in first person. That would be interesting. Maybe Horde in first person, but I don't think traditional multiplayer should be played in first person. That's just my opinion, though. K-More says, I have something they could do to make it better for Gears of War 4. Have customizable or special skills, like the torque bow has, or the long shot, have multiple versions that are different and more interesting kills, kind of like the Locust, they are off their enemies to kill them with. Oh, okay. So, I know that in Gears 3, yes, the Locust, you can do an execution if someone's down and it will rip their arm off. And if you do it as a COG to a Locust, you're going to punch them in the face. But I do think it would be interesting. They kind of, really with Gears of War Judgment, they screwed up big time with executions, because they kind of said, we're getting rid of them, and you can't go down, so that means no executions, which is ridiculous, because Gears of War 3 promoted the heck out of those executions. There's so many executions with each gun, you can do different things, and I do think it would be very cool, K-More, if kind of, sort of going back to the idea of reload animations for Battlefield Hardline, I think it'd be very interesting if you kind of had Easter egg executions. I think that'd be really cool. So, for example, every 1 out of 10,000th time you do an execution with a Nasher, instead of doing the golf swing, maybe he sticks it down his throat and like, I don't know, says shoots him or something down his throat. I don't know, something like that. Or and then he says like, "Who wants toast?" or something like ridiculous. Or if you were like using the torque bow, and one every 10,000 times you do an execution with the torque bow, instead of pulling and snapping his head off, maybe you swing the torque bow around and then slam it down or something like that, or you take out a second torque bow or something like that and you just beat him, something like very interesting like that. I think it would be really cool, actually. That's a good point, K-More, that there kind of be special skill customizable. Yes, or if you could customize your own executions, that'd be cool. That would just be another way of unlocking. So, for example, if you unlock it'd be a bunch of medals. Maybe like you could unlock a group of executions. So you could set, for example, I don't know, if you're a type of player who uses the mortar a lot, maybe a lot of your executions that you will do will explode the person, or something like that. Where if you get 5,000 mortar kills, you unlock the mortar executions, or mortar or explosive executions. So you can set that as your executions, and whatever gun you use to execute, it'll be an explosion or fire or something, something like that. Actual side weapons? There are actual side weapons, Rainbow. More mobility and nerf shotguns. No, do not nerf the shotgun. That's one thing, Rainbow. Actually, the balance in Gears of War Judgment was pretty much perfect. Although the way you shoot the shotgun was very odd. The bullets came from a different spot, which just it doesn't work. But the Gnasher is basically, the Gnasher and the Lancer are basically what built multiplayer in Gears of War. And you cannot mess with someone's Gnasher. People will freak out about it. Even though in Gears of War 3 it's pretty unbalanced, just because of connection issues. But that is something you can't really mess with too much. Otherwise, the entire fan base will just be like, well, most of the fan base will just stop playing. True, K-More. I guess that's considered first person. You like when you're shooting in first person? Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge third person fan. I love third person games. So it doesn't really matter to me too much about... hold on, guys. I need to launch... I never launched my little client thing here. T-board. I should do that, right? And so yeah, well, we could talk about Gears of War all stream, guys. We could literally talk about it all stream. I love the game. It's crazy. It's a great game, and I love it. We could talk about it all stream, but we're gonna move on to another topic here. We can come back to Gears of War if you guys submit topics. Remember, there's a link in the title right now about where you can submit topics. I'm kind of losing my train of thought, but you can submit topics this way, and who knows, actually, maybe we'll have an entire Gears of War Spoonful episode. I'll get some of my buddies on who play Gears of War. They can give their opinions, and we can talk about it for an hour straight. Would you guys like that? I think it'd be pretty cool. Wish you could stab someone while rolling. Stab them with what? There's no knives in Gears. Although Dom does have a knife, I believe, on his leg, or somewhere on him. He does have a knife, but he doesn't use it. It doesn't use it in multiplayer. I don't think you should be able to do anything while rolling, but just because that's... I don't know. Yeah. They have a magical kick that's overpowered. It's very inconsistent as well. But anyway, so maybe we'll do an entire Spoonful episode dedicated to Gears of War. We'll see. Maybe we'll wait until around E3, and if they announce something, we'll do something then. But let's change the topic right now, guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Apple Card. Now, this is the last topic, guys. So be sure to submit your questions and topics in the title. There is a link. You can submit anything you want. You can submit multiple topics if you would like to, but let's talk about the Apple Car. Now, this is in the news. I saw you guys mention it before. It's very interesting. Apple's working on a car. They do have Apple CarPlay. Let me skip the video to the next one here. So they do have Apple CarPlay, and let's just skip until this guy starts showing some stuff. Okay, so they do have Apple CarPlay right now, which is basically takes over kind of your navigation, your your operating system that controls navigation, music, your phone, things of that nature. And apparently, it's not really that good of an option where you would kind of get rid of what you currently have to get this. Does it have Windows? No, you're funny, Steric. um, but I think an entire Apple car is kind of frightening for me, just because I know Google's been working on a car for a really long time, um, a car that drives itself, and that's still not out yet for the public. And I know that Google Maps still is considered in beta, but it is a lot better than Apple Maps. Well, actually, I do have to tell you guys something real quick. Is that me and my girlfriend were trying to go to some place yesterday, and Google Maps told us it was in one place, which it was not. And we opened up Apple Maps, and it actually took us to the right spot. That happens like once every 100th time we use the navigation system. It's very odd, but I think that it'd be very scary just because Apple Car, Google Car, everything has cars these days. Yeah, what's next? The Amazon car is coming out next, actually, guys. And then the Microsoft car, and what else? I don't even know. The Intel car. No, I don't know. The rise of Skynet's approaching. Yeah, Hershey's car, right? Yeah, don't drive it out on a hot day. Anyway, so the Apple car, I do find it kind of worrying, just because I know Apple Maps isn't crazily good or anything like that, and having an entire car, and they're going to be using Apple Maps. They are not allowing third-party navigation systems to be, at least not at launch or anything like that, to be implemented. The only thing I find cool about it, and this is probably just about CarPlay in general, is that the Spotify app. I think that's really interesting, and I know some cars do support Spotify, and it's not just a CarPlay thing, but I would totally love to have Spotify just built in my car, because that's what I use. I use Spotify all the time. I pay for Spotify. It's $5 a month. I do have the student pricing, luckily. Yes, instead of $10 a month, I can afford $5 a month. Sort of afford it. But I don't know. It's weird to me, the whole Apple car kind of thing. I don't think they're going to be announcing it for a while. There's rumors like this that come all the time. Oh, there's going to be a holographic keyboard that wipes your butt while you sing. It's just like things like that will come out, and then there'll be an article the next day. It'll be like, oh, never mind. There is no holographic keyboard that wipes your butt while you sing. So I don't know about the Apple car. It's weird to me. But I don't know if it'll have Windows. That's a good question, Steric. It's a very good question. Anyway, guys, so that's all the topics that I had to talk about. Let's get into some viewer topics. And let me change the thing here. Make sure you submit. I don't even know if there are any. And let me refresh this page. Okay, so it was. I don't have exactly who this was asked by the way, guys. So yeah, I don't have who this is asked by. I just have the question. So the question here is, what are you going to school for? I'm curious. So I am in my final semester of college, and my major is digital design. So I'm getting a Bachelor of Arts, and digital design is kind of a very broad topic. Good news, everyone, you can play Angry Birds in your car without a phone. Yeah, digital design is a very broad major, and so it covers like graphic design, 3D modeling, a bit of game design, animations, video compositing. It handles a lot. So I'm interested in all those things. I don't really know where my feet's gonna land with a job. I'm still trying to look for a job, just like most people are in my class. And hopefully I'll hear. I've applied to a bunch of places, but you won't hear back from them until later into the kind of semester. So we'll see what happens, but feel free to tweet it to me, Kmore, if you would like to. I can show it on stream if you'd like. But yeah, I'm a digital design major, and hopefully my feet land safely. But one of my big dreams, and I don't know if this will ever happen, is to become a sort of, I wouldn't put it as specific as a full-time streamer. That would be great, but become a full-time person who's involved in video games in some way. I think that would be great. My major really didn't gear us towards gaming. You could take that path, and a lot of things I've done, I've tried to relate to gaming. I've done presentations on Cliff Bleszinski, who created Gears of War. I've done presentations on Epic Games. I've done things that interest me because that's what gaming does. It interests me. I'll see you, Destroyer. Appreciate you coming by. But one thing I'm not good at, and K Moore said you're going to college for art. I cannot draw. Now people tell me I can draw, but I think I suck at drawing. It's really not. I don't like drawing. I don't know. It's okay. I'll sketch an idea, but I'm not gonna make a Tumblr and show everyone my drawings or something like that. Oh, excuse me, but yeah, I'll have to see where my feet land. I do love graphic design. I think graphic design is very interesting, and I do like it. Video editing is also awesome. I like that a lot as well. After Effects is cool. I've used a lot. I'm currently building an arcade machine, and arcade game that's going to be in an arcade cabinet with a buddy of mine for a school project. So that should be interesting. It's a lot of work, but we should be able to pull it off. And yeah, that's interesting. So I'll have to see where my feet lands. Thank you for the question, though. But yeah, digital design is my major. And if you're interested in art, I know a lot of people say don't go to college for art. But in my opinion, you shouldn't go to college just because we're kind of drifting. But you shouldn't go to college just because you want to get a major so you can make a lot of money. Okay, so I don't, like, for example, I should have went to college. I should have went to law school so I could be a lawyer and make a lot of. It's like, you should do something that interests you, that you're going to be passionate about. Because if you're in school, now of course your parents might give you opposite advice, or whoever. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just saying, if you want to go to school for 4 years and you're going to pay for this, you want to pay for something that's going to make you a better person, and it's going to fulfill that hole that's in you, where like, oh, I really want to know this, or I really want to do this. And you should learn. You're not going to learn it through 4 years. There's people who go through college and then they don't get their dream job right away, but 10 years later they do, and that's not so bad. If you're 30 and you have your dream job, that's great. No, it's not with Jeff Rambo. Show us a drawing. I don't know. Maybe I will, Stephanie. It's really, I'm not really good at drawing. But, that is, yeah, you should go for what you're passionate about. And if you're really passionate about it, you will never stop. But anyway, let's get into the next question here. What is your opinion on system rivalries? As in PlayStation users shit-talking Xbox users, or even the system itself? I think system rivalries are frivolous and dumb. I think that if you're arguing about which system is better, you shouldn't be considered a gamer, and that you should really figure out your priorities. And I think that if someone came up to me and was like, "Oh, why do you play Xbox? PlayStation is better," I would just kind of brush it off and be like, I would know that person isn't really a true gamer. Being a gamer means you appreciate games no matter what console you're on. It doesn't matter. I'll play games on Wii, I'll play games on N64, I'll play games on Xbox, PlayStation. It doesn't matter. If it's fun to me, it's fun. And I think system rivalries are just stupid. Like, why are you arguing? We're all gamers here. And if PC Master Race, it's like, come on. Obviously, I know, okay, graphics are better on PC, but it doesn't mean that it makes the game any more fun. That's what gaming to me is about. It's about fun. It's about having fun with games. Why are you hung up on graphics? And people have a right to be, I suppose. But when I was a kid, I was playing N64. The graphics blew, but I love the games. It doesn't matter to me. You play Pong. People had fun with Pong, and maybe it blew their mind about the graphics then. But for example, they re-released Majora's Mask. and you know the 3DS doesn't have the best graphics, but people play the crap out of that game because they played it when they were younger. But let's see. I had a tweet, but anyway, I think system rivals are stupid. Very good question though. Thank you so much. And hold on, I need to open a new window, and I need to go to Twitter because Kmore tweets me apparently. So and the other question we have right here: who makes it? Has no need of it. Who buys it? Has no use for it. Who uses it? Can neither see nor feel it. What is it? This is a riddle. Person going to school for sort of this stuff. This is cool. This is like an artsy thing. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on stream here. This is cool though. I can't do this. Well, I mean, if I did, I wouldn't have the passion to do so. Where is this? Okay. Twitter, no. Okay. We're good. You're gonna go hide now. And this is something Kmore did right here. This awesome. I don't even know who this is, but this is cool. This is like artsy. Like I see this framed, you know. I like how one of his eyes is like bigger than the other. Like it look like he's giving me the stink eye. I think that's cool though. That's cool. I like this. It's very good job, Kmore. Very good job. I'll give you a pat on the back somehow. But oh, it's Rob Zombie. I'm not too familiar. I've heard of him. Not too familiar, Mr. Rob Zombie. Oh, I see the picture you base it off of too. Oh yeah, his eye does look bigger than the other. That's cool. It's Jesus. That's cool though. That's like a artistic style thing. That's cool. I like it. Awesome. So if you guys want to see something that I have no idea what that riddle is. So if anyone knows, so yeah, I don't know what that riddle is. I have no idea. I've never heard it before. I'll show you one of my drawings here, guys, if you want. I need to find it though. Where is it? I think it's right here. Okay. This is gonna. Okay, so here we go. Now this is a I don't like this one, but this is a we were tasked with sort of combining two creatures and putting them together. So what I did is a snake bird thing. So this is like a bird head and a snake. Now this is it's all messed up because like you can see on the bottom, you guys can't even see my mouse. On the bottom it doesn't look right, but it was like a few weeks or 2-week project or something like that. So I made a snake bird. I call him Snurd. Actually I called him Serpy, but yeah, I called him Snurd. And yeah, so that's one thing that I did. That's interesting, I guess. That's not even part of my portfolio. But yeah, if you guys want to see my portfolio, I'll be happy to show you what I have on there. I should maybe put that on there just because it's different than other stuff I've done. Nintendo's kind of your enemy. Yeah, that's a lot of people's enemies at the moment. But Majora's Mask is cool. That name though, I know, right? So we have another question here. I think he means how instead of who, but how do you manage to go to school, stream, and live life? You know, I don't have a life. No, I just do. I don't know. I mean, it'd be different if like I had a full-time streaming job, but I don't. I guess that would take up more time. I really don't stream too much. But I just ended up I have free time and I hang out with people. It's busy, but you know, I don't consider streaming working or anything stressful. I just consider it, oh, I'm gonna play games now. Let me let other people watch me. So yeah, that is what I I do. I do there. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Oh, so this is also another drawing that I did. Might as well show you guys. Might as well, right? So we had the task of creating sort of like a poster for this insurance company, or a banner or whatever you want to call it. So I decided to take like a heartbeat and kind of make it art-ish, artsy-ish. So this is like you can see the ground is kind of like a heartbeat, and then it. So if it's almost dead, it's kind of barren on the left side, and then when it finally gets a beat, it turns into mountains and such. It says "Journey to Health" and all that jazz. So that's that. That's interesting, I guess. I don't even know. It's whatever. So yeah, that was that. Oh, the riddle is a coffin. Oh, usually I can neither see nor feel it. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Steric. I had no idea. I should also probably put like in the form thing something where you guys can put your name so I know who submits the questions. So yeah, that is another drawing thing because I just showed you. Let me favorite that one. This screen is not that good on my laptop here, but gets the job done, you know. Um, so I think that's awesome. You think that's cool? It's whatever. I mean, I don't know. Um, I can show you guys just like my portfolio. I don't know if it'll help any of you guys. You like the poster thing? Well, thank you, Steric. Thank you, everybody. But I can show you my portfolio um, if you guys want. So, just gonna pull this up. Okay, we'll just put it like right there. Seems all right. Another one? All right, Kmore, you can. So this is like my website thing where I've done like stuff, my portfolio. So we let's see. Let's like look at, I don't know. So for example, like I've done like my major covers a lot. So if you're looking for, if you don't want to be too specific, you should pick a major that's just like art design or something like that. So this is like an apocalyptic operation room. So we had to do like this whole background that I have right here is 3D, and then these two guys are my buddies, and we took pictures of them and put them in the 3D environment. So it's like an apocalyptic operation room thing, and then yeah, that's that. Um, this is like a game simulation kind of thing that we made for Heaven and Hell. So basically, you start out. We made it in Unity. You start out in this kind of office, and then you have to just keep submitting forms, and then you end up, oh, there's a painting here, and then you fall, and then you're in heaven, and you're running around fields and all that jazz. What else here? Lighting. I've made a light installation before. Me and some other people. So this is like some pictures, some light installation jazz that I've made. And there's some other stuff, made like advertisements. This is during an internship that I had. Where's the advertisements? Oh no, these aren't the advertisements. These are the business cards that I made. We can look at more projects, I guess. Oh, that's fruit. I made some fruit. Oranges that are like falling and stuff, and do a bunch of things. Okay, anyway. So that's the point of that, I guess. I don't know. It's a very broad major. We do a lot of stuff. But I hope I find a job. Oh, you drew a piece of meat in a bush that you have to show me. The meat is in the bush. I repeat, the meat is in the bush. Ooh, this is cool. So we're going to take a look at one of Kmore's other ones. Here it is. And he did Lincoln Park. So this is Lincoln Park. This is cool though. I like your like art style thing. So do you like actually like paint this or like do this in Photoshop, or are these like filters and you just like crop out? All the stuff I do is interesting. At the time, I was just like, oh my god. Um, but I mean, it's all right. It covers a broad topic. Um, but yeah, I I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I think I'm going to end the spoonful now. We have no more viewer topics in here. I should be streaming in about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I would say 20 more minutes. So I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to pick it back up in about 20 minutes or so. Um, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. You drew a butterfly in kindergarten. But yeah, thank you for coming by for the spoonful. I do appreciate it. It was a good episode. We talked about a lot. I like the viewer topic things. We'll keep doing that. And I'll probably make a Nightbot thing for it so you guys can just type in like exclamation point submit or exclamation point question, and then it will give you the link, or you can submit it or something like that. Turkey with your hand in second grade. Yeah, everyone does the turkey hand. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much. I hope to see you soon. We'll be playing some H1Z1 probably. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for coming by for the spoonful, and I hope to see you in a little bit. Peace out, everybody.